I hope all is well with you because things are fantastic with me. I am so elated because finally RuPaul's Drag Race has finally started. I've been waiting for like a month of Sundays for this day to come, and it's finally here, and I'm just feeling complete in this world. And so I've watched the first episode, and I am going to recap it for you. So we're gonna first start off with the entrances. Heads up, I have no idea how this recap is gonna go. We're just gonna talk about the things that I personally liked about the episode, and we'll just go from there. Okay? Cool. Alright, so the first thing is the entrances, and I have to say, when it comes to RuPaul's Drag Race, the thing that I live for, that I wait all year for, are the entrances of the drag queens. Because I don't know what it is, it's just entering into that big pink drag room with their outfit ready to impress. It makes me happy inside, and I enjoyed every single moment of it. So the first person to enter into the room was Miss Fame, and she was having like a purple alien fantasy outfit. It was cute. It was definitely a very big statement, especially with the makeup. But there was one thing that threw the whole thing off, and that was that she has this facelift tape that she wears to lift up her face, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever because she's pretty young and she doesn't need it. And I just don't understand why she has it. But she has the tape, and you could see it through the makeup that she has in her face. Like, there's just like tape right here lifted up her face. I just found out about this tape like a few months ago because I saw one of her makeup tutorials and she did the face tape. And I found out that RuPaul actually uses the tape too, which surprises me. I just assumed that RuPaul just wears makeup and then her face automatically lifts. But apparently that's not the case. So you live and you learn. Then you get tape. But all in all, I thought she had a cute look. She came in confident. I definitely think she was the best first queen to have because everybody is excited about Miss Fame, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, she was a good first entry queen. The second person to come in was Ginger, and she had on like a cute orange summer outfit with the cute hair, and it wasn't like anything big, but I mean, you can tell that she was there, and she definitely looked adorable. I love the way that Ginger Minj described herself. She described herself as a glamour toad, and without it being insulting, I think that is very appropriate because she's so short and her voice is so raspy like a toad, and she's a drag queen. Like, it's just very appropriate, and I'm here for her. And I can't say this enough. I personally would love to hang out with Ginger Minj because she just seems like a good time gal. She's so funny. All her one-liners are hilarious. I think I'll just be laughing the whole entire time I'm hanging out with her. So she's definitely one of my favorite queens that probably will win Miss Congeniality right now. Yeah, okay. So the next person to come in was Jaden DeJour Fierce. And she had on this little rainbow outfit that was short. It was cute. Like, she had good proportions for a big girl. I thought it was a very nice put together outfit. I wasn't a fan of her lipstick, but I loved her hair and I loved her outfit. And I'm not sure what I think about Jaden's personality yet. I think that she tries a little too hard and she's not authentic enough on camera yet. I think she's just really excited to be on RuPaul's Drag Race, and you can see that by the way she talks. It's all like a whole bunch of one-liners that are from other seasons. Like, she likes to quote Laganja a lot. I think Laganja, by the way, should be very proud of herself because there were so many Laganja lines in this episode, and she's memorable. She's a memorable queen, and I give her heads up for that. The next person to come in was Violet Chachki. I don't know. But Violet came in and she had on this purple outfit. She looked beautiful, but her entrance was a little like weak. She comes in and she's all like, ooh la 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 la. It was really, really awkward. And I wish that logo would have let her do her entry once again. Like, I know back in season 4, Sherry Needles, she got to do her entry twice because the first time her hat fell off. So I feel like they should have done the same thing with Violet. They should have looked at her when she did the ooh la 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 and been like, nope, 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 nope. Do that again. That was a mess. Try that again. But they didn't do that, so they stuck with what they had, but she makes up for it at the end of the episode, that's for sure. So either way, she comes in and she looks really pretty. You can tell already that she's going to be the snobby, skinny, pretty one, which I'm okay with for now, so we'll just see what happens with her. The next person to come in was Max. Can I just say that right now I am so in love with Max. I saw part of her audition tape. It was amazing. Like, words cannot express how fantastic she is. I'm actually going to link down below part of her audition tape, and you can see why she got cast for RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, homegirl was killing it. She was, I'm just speechless. But I'm just gonna link it, and you need to watch it and just respect the person that Max is, because she is fierce. She's just amazing, and I have to say that she's one of my favorites for sure, for sure, for sure. But when it comes to her entry look, I thought it was really cute. She had like this really cute outfit, and then on top of that, she had a newspaper that had her face on, which I thought was pretty fierce. And she walks in with it, and then she throws the paper on the table and is like, oh! And she's very Hollywood, old Hollywood glam. It was great. And I love Max out of drag. He's so cute. He's such a handsome man. It's so pale. He looks like a vampire, but I'm actually here for this. Like, seriously, if he was to go out into the sunlight, he probably would glitter. I'm just saying. But he seems like he's going to be a very nice addition to the season 7 cast, so I'm really, really excited for her. Yeah, Max is one of my favorites, and I cannot express how badly you need to see this video of her and her audition tape. It's got Iggy Azalea in it. It's great. Just watch it. Okay, the next person is Katya, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name, but she came in a red, and she looked really, really cute. I really love Katya when she has her blonde hair and the red lip. That's like a staple look for her. She looks, I think, the most gorgeous that way. And she comes in saying her Russian, and I like the fact that she can talk Russian. It's just, it's a new twist to a queen. Like, it's something I wouldn't expect, and it's something we haven't seen on Drag Race before, so I'm excited about her. And I also love the side comments of Katya out of drag. Like, she is so funny, and I'm excited for her. The next person to come out was Jasmine Masters. All I remember about Jasmine was abs, 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 abs. Just showing the abs, and I ain't mad at her. She looked great. She had on a crop top and this tight-fitting skirt, and she was so excited to be here. And I was excited for her, and she was meeting the queens, and she goes down all the line, and she meets Violet. Violet's like, I'm from Atlanta. And so Jasmine's like, all right, Hotlanta. And then Violet's like, no one calls it that. That was like such an awkward moment, but Jasmine was not even worried about it. She was like, oh, okay. So I thought that was pretty cute. And she's just really excited to be in RuPaul's Drag Race, and I'm excited to see her. She seems like a great attitude, so like I said before, I'm happy to see her. The next person to come in is Mrs. Kasha Davis, and I loved her little, I don't know if it was a dress or if it was a top and a skirt. Either way, I really loved the skirt part of her dress. That's something, if I could get that in my size, I would totally wear it. It's really cute. And I I think I'm warming up a little bit more to Kasha Davis. I like that she's more of a older queen and she's got that glamour look going on. Um, she's really cute and she's comforting. That sounds weird, but that's what I get from her. She's a comforting drag queen. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with Miss Kasha. The next person to come in. Oh wait, before we talk about the next person to come in, I thought it was hilarious that Jaden DeJour Fierce started talking to Mrs. Kasha Davis. That's way too many names. Ugh. But anyway, they started talking about their boobs. Like, she's like, "Oh, you got big boobs," and then Jaden just starts shaking hers, just like, look, look at all this boobage I got." Which was like, okay, good for you, congratulations. And then here comes Violet. Violet's like, "Oh, you guys are so lucky. I have no fat to push together to make boobs." It was just, the shade. The shade of it all. Speaking of which, I need to find my phone because today I downloaded an app for a shade button, which, when you press the button, it makes the music for shade. Like I used to have it on my iPad, but now they have it for Droid, so I have it on my phone, and I've been abusing that button all day long. I've just been pushing, because there's so many shady moments in a day, and you just need a shade button for it. Anyway, but anyway, getting back on topic, Violet was being shady as all get out, and it was funny to see because, like, I think Violet, I don't know if Violet tries to be mean or she thinks she's being friendly and it just comes off mean. I have no idea with her, but either way, everything she says just sounds so snooty. And it's funny to watch, but I am afraid that in the future it may become a little bit of a problem for her and she's not going to be as likable because when you sound hateful, no one wants to be around you, so we'll see. Okay, so the next person to come was Trixie, and Trixie came with like a map. So she was trying to enter in, and it was kind of like paper covering the face, just like Max. So it wasn't as climactic as Max's entrance. Even though it wasn't as climactic, it was still cute. Like, she threw down the map and you see her overdrawn face. Like, she is definitely a caricature. Like, the big eyes, the big old drawn lips, and the Barbie outfit. Like, I personally am so here for it because it's cute. It's just like a cute, different look. She is embracing the Barbie, and I'm personally here for it. But you can tell when she walked into the workroom that everybody else was not as enthusiastic as he see her. They were just like, ugh, she's doing too much. And I hope that they learn to appreciate her because I think her kind of aesthetic is a good one too. Like, I enjoy it just as much as I enjoy the others. But moving on, the next person to come in was Kennedy Davenport from Dallas, Texas. She came in, she had her little afro pompadour on top of her head, and she had her little swishy showgirl tail. She looked so like glamorous and amazing, like ready to perform, and she came in all nice and regal and just like, yes, I'm here. The cutest thing about it was the fact that Jasmine Masters was just so excited to see her. She was like, "Oh my God, I love you, Kennedy!" And she is like, I'm geeked. The whole thing was just so funny and adorable of Jasmine. Like, the fact that it just reminded me of season 6, Courtney and, oh my gosh, I forgot her name and I love her so much. You know who I'm talking about. The downgraded version of Courtney. Why can't I remember her name? That is terrible. And I love her too. Either way, you guys can put her down below, whoever it was. Courtney and Courtney's fan. Anyway, it reminded me a little bit of that. However, Jasmine was a little less subtle in letting Miss Kennedy know that she was very, very excited to see her, which I thought was adorable. I thought it was really, really cute. The next person to come in was Sasha Bell. I have to be honest. Like, I love all the queens, I do, but I was not a fan of Sasha's outfit. I don't think it flattered her body, and I didn't like the orange with the white on her skin. Like, it just didn't fit. And then she came in with the guns, and I felt like the guns did not match the outfit, and it did not have like a purpose. Like, I didn't understand the meaning behind the guns, and so I didn't appreciate the aesthetic or the entrance at all. And I felt like she didn't fully commit to it too, because she was just like, oh, who's ready to, I can't remember what she said, but it seemed like she was like, yeah. And then when she saw that everybody else wasn't feeling it, she was kind of like, just kidding. And then she threw the guns away because she's just like embarrassed that she tried something new and it didn't work out. And so the thing, I think, I liked how enthusiastic and hungry Sasha seems, because she's like, I've been watching this and I've been waiting and been ready all my life to do this. Like, I like that she is hungry, but I feel like it's going to be her downfall, because I feel like she's been telling the producers, I want this so bad, I'm hungry for this, I am ready for this. So the producers have kind of been like, okay, show us you're ready. And then all she can say is, I'm hungry for this, I'm ready for this. But she doesn't have the goods to back it up yet. So we'll see with Miss Sasha Bell. The next and last person to come in was Tempest du Jour. And I remember when I first saw the previews and I saw her pop out the baby, I was like, okay. But for some reason, I guess after seeing all the other entrances, I really liked when she did it. I thought it was really cool. She popped out the baby and she took it up and she's just like, hi, this is Amber. Amber Alert. I thought that was pretty cute. I was like, that is hilarious. And I think because I like Tempest du Jour out of drag, like, I don't know, something's comforting about her or his face. I was like, okay, like, this is someone I feel like I would enjoy talking to. So I was like here for Tempest. But the people that were not here for Tempest was Candy Ho. Oh wait, so shady. I missed two people. And I'll go back to them in just a second. Actually, let me go back to them now. The first person that I missed, that's so shady. And it's people that I'm not fond of. Like, oh, I'm so shady. But the first person I missed was Candy Ho. She came in, beard and all. And she came in like, oh, I'm going to be the mean one. Like, oh, Candy Ho's in the house. Y'all better watch out. She just was so off-putting. And I'm like, okay, fine. And then, you know, of course, when a Puerto Rican queen comes in, she has to announce that she's Puerto Rican. So she's like, Puerto Rico in the house. And it's so weird because there's a tradition of Puerto Rican queens. They're always known for being like fierce, fierce, fierce. And people are automatically known to love them. You're like, oh, she's Puerto Rican. We must love her. Like, basically for every season. Like, you love the Puerto Rican queen. But unfortunately, since Nina Flowers, oh, no, I'm lying. Because we had Nina Flowers, and then there was Yara Sofia, and the other one. Oh, my I can't remember names today. That is so bad. But after them, Puerto Rican queens have not gone far. And they've kind of disappointed us in a sense because we're just like, yes, they're going to take the crown. They just don't take the crown. And I feel like Candy Ho is relying on her Puerto Rican heritage for this competition. Like, yes, I'm Puerto Rican. That makes me fierce. So now you guys have to respect me because I'm Puerto Rican. That doesn't make sense at all, but I don't know. I just am not. Okay, she's the first Puerto Rican queen that I've not been excited about. Okay, let's just put it that way. She is the first Puerto Rican queen that I'm not excited about at all, because the outfit that she came in with, I mean, it was it was okay. Like, she had on this summer jumpsuit, green thingies, like a J Lo remix, of the Grammy dress from 2001, and she had a like to wig. Her wig hair was everything. It was so cute. But that beard, though, like, she had just this 5 o'clock shadow just going. It was bad. But anyway, that was her entrance, and she's just like, yes, I'm Puerto Rican. Y'all better watch out, because I'm Puerto Rican. Like, okay, girl, bye. Anyway, the next person after Candy was Pearl. Pearl came in, first of all, she had this great body. She's just tall and lean. And she comes in and she has a fabulous look, just this fabulous put together look. And then she's got this like black beard that she's painted on. I guess it's to be different. I personally didn't appreciate it, but I think people are probably gagging over it because it seems like everything Pearl does, everyone's like, yes, Pearl. Like, everyone is so for Pearl. And I personally don't see it for her. One thing I do see it for is the boy version of Pearl, because that man is handsome. Very handsome indeed. Like, you're hot, dude. And I think he knows that. And I will say that when Pearl entered in, and she entered in all like slow and lazily, like, yes. She entered in and she was just like, sup. I thought that was so fierce. Like, in such a manly voice. It was, I don't know, that was fierce. That was one of the better entrances. Like, I did appreciate her entrance. But I don't appreciate Pearl because her attitude is just off-putting to me personally. But she's pretty. Like, out, in and out of drag, she is pretty. That's all I got. But anyway, that's all the queens. But have to talk about the little tension between Candy Ho and Tempest du Jour. So when Tempest du Jour comes in, she's being friendly, talking to all the queens, saying, hey, what's up? And then Candy Ho looks her up and down and is like, how old are you? Doesn't even say hi, just says, how old are you? And for some reason, Tempest du Jour gets like thrown off by this. She's just like so upset that she would ask that, which she should be. But at the same time, it's like, who are you to ask me my age? Like, there's so much wrong with you. Why are you worried about my age? Like, if I was Tempest, when Candy Ho would have said, how old are you? I would have said, I'm younger than your beard. Hey. And just moved on. Where's the shade button when I need it? But anyway, like, that's not something you should have had to worry about. And the fact that Candy was so obsessed with Tempest's age and was so like over her for being old, like, girl, bye. As you can see, an old queen won last season. Hello, Bianca Del Rio. She did that, and it was her experience that gave her that crown. So technically, maybe Candy Ho was just threatened by Tempest du Jour because Tempest du Jour has the experience. Unfortunately, she didn't have too much to be threatened with because, well, we'll get to that in just a moment. So, after all the queens are in the room, then RuPaul, of course, does his Mel. They got rid of she-Mel, which kind of makes me sad because the trans community thought it was insulting to have she-Mel as a thing. While it's something I don't understand personally, I am glad that Logo took the steps to be more sensitive to the trans community because we don't want to alienate people by the words we say. So, I mean, that happened. I guess someone can explain it to me a little bit more, but we'll just see. But I just know that I'm glad that they took it off and there wasn't any argument because, like I said before, if something hurts somebody, it doesn't hurt to just stop saying it. So there you go. But anyway, So he has his little mail, and then he talks about being born naked and stuff. And he comes into the room, of course, and then he says the first mini challenge is not the traditional photo shoot, which they've had every season. That's what I was expecting. But instead, they're going to do a runway. And I was here for this. So they had to show two outfits, and then yeah, they just catwalk those two outfits. One was fall, and then one was for spring. And they were to do it in front of the judges, and there are two new judges. Santino, unfortunately, is out, and then two new judges. And you're gonna see very often that I'm terrible with names. I know the first one is Ross Matthews, and the other guy is the queer eye for the straight guy. I don't know his name, and I should know it. This is terrible. But I do know that I think Carson is in his name someplace. We're just gonna call him the queer eye guy for now. I should do better. I really should do better. But they're the new judges, and of course Michelle is joining us as usual with her fierce self. And then they had a special guest judge, and it was Alaska 5000 as Anna Wintour. And her Anna Wintour look was flawless. Like, she had the outfit and the wig and the facial expression just down. It was great. But when it came to the runway, I'm not going to go through every single runway because that would take too long, and I'm already at 26 minutes, which is crazy. But when it came to the runway, a few point outs was first Sasha. Sasha. First of all, both outfits were okay, but my thing was the fan. Why would you use the fan twice? The first time she used a fan, it was actually kind of fierce. Like, I was like, yes, I'm here for it. She was fanning herself and feeling the fantasy. It was good. And then the second time, like, she had the fan, and then we're just kind of like, oh no, it's the fan again. Luckily, she threw it away. She went, and she threw it away, and she did her little catwalk. The downside was the fact that she was wearing lobster. That's what it looked like. She looked like a little costumed up lobster. So yeah, wasn't that great. Max, I thought Max, his outfits weren't like extravagant, but he wore the mess out of those outfits, and he walked down that catwalk with such authority. He was just flawless. There was nothing you can clock on that. He was great. That was just supermodel realness when it came to Max, for sure. Next, Miss Fame. I really liked her outfits. Her cinched waist is kind of crazy. Like, it's small, and she looked really, really good. Another person that I thought was really good, I really loved Ginger Minj's first outfit. I loved the shape of it. If I would personally want that outfit for sure. I would have some crinoline in. That is not what you call it. Maybe tulle in the bottom of it. Yeah, that would be really cute on me, in my opinion. I think I would wear the mess out of that outfit. The purple glittery dress that Ginger Minj was wearing. It was really cute. Jaden DeJour Fierce. For fall and the spring, she wore short outfits. And I think that all her outfits are probably like short, which I'm like, girl, I really hope that you have some type of variety in your closet. But right now, all I saw was short. Speaking of variety in closets, Jasmine Masters. I adore Jasmine, I do. But so her first runway look, all she did was get the same outfit in a different color and wear it down the runway. Like, she had just worn the same outfit for her entrance look, and then she wore it again. Like, girl. Then, her second outfit was tragic. It was like The only way I can explain it is the Church of God in Christ mother. Yeah, First Lady. Church of God in Christ First Lady jacket. That's what she was wearing. She had on that church outfit and she had the church wig on. Like, she was giving church realness up in there. And while that's great, it was not appropriate for that runway. It was a good old church runway that she was going down. That's for sure. Um, who's next? Oh, last one that I want to talk about is Violet Chachki, because girl served on the runway. Her first outfit was flawless. First of all, I really like it when drag queens wear like those suspenders. Is that what it is? Where, you know, the little things that you wear to hold up your tights. I don't know what it is, but I really like that on an outfit when it's like a drag outfit. She had on this really colorful um drag outfit. It was cute. It was like fashion forward, beautiful, and she was serving on the runway. And then her second outfit, girl. So she had on like this black outfit with a belt, and she walked down the runway. She took off the belt and twirled, and it turned into a new outfit. Like, girl, it was so good, so good. And I just appreciated the way that she walked down that runway because it was so flawless. Like, there are so many things that could have gone wrong when it came to that outfit reveal, but she did everything so perfectly and so concise that it just looked effortless. It was great, and people were gagging. Um, and so that was the whole entire runway. I will say that while I appreciated having Alaska there as Anna Wintour, she didn't give too many witty comments that I thought she would. I thought she would have some really good one-liners, and she really didn't. She was just there. She was a prop, and I guess I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's just, like I said before, I expected more from her, but I still love Alaska. What is next? So, after the runway, they didn't announce a winner, which this is a new thing, but they did announce what the challenge would be. And the challenge was that they had to create a resort beach outfit, and they had to make it a tearaway to reveal some type of illusion, a naked blah blah. I can't speak. A naked illusion, which I was like, okay, this is interesting. This should be good. And I had no idea how this was all gonna look like. I was like, so are they really gonna be like naked? But we see later that it was either or. And so then they were working on their outfits, and people were in the workroom, and I was just loving just the little side comments from Ginger Minj. She was like, if you guys have the scissors, please be a good Christian and let me borrow it. I thought that was so cute. And what else? But anyway, RuPaul comes through. He's coming through as usual, and we get to know Tempest du Jour just a little bit. We hear that Tempest has lost a whole bunch of weight. She used to be almost 400 pounds, and now she's not 400 pounds. And I loved what she said about why she lost the weight. She has 2 children and her husband, and she said that her kids were way more important than a bucket of chicken. And I thought that was beautiful because that's something that I deal with and fight with on an everyday basis. Like, I indulge in junk food a lot, and I don't think about what is more important than eating this junk food now. And that's something that I definitely need to work on. So I loved it when I heard Tempest du Jour talk about her weight struggles and how she overcame them. Another workroom interaction that I found hilarious was the interaction between RuPaul and Jasmine Masters. This was classic. So Jasmine had decided to go with a butterfly in a cocoon theme, and she was trying to explain it to Mr. RuPaul. And Mr. RuPaul was not understanding a word that Jasmine was saying. I got what Jasmine was trying to do, and I completely understood it. And I felt so bad for her because I knew she was trying to explain it to RuPaul, but RuPaul was just like, and I don't think I've ever seen him look at a queen that way. He looked at her like she was crazy. Like, are you serious right now? Like, no. And then the way he walked away from her, it was like, okay. It was so sad. And I understand what Jasmine was trying to go for, and I thought it was actually a hot idea to be in a cocoon and to become a butterfly and just walk out and serve on the runway. That makes sense to me. But for some reason, poor Rue was not understanding what Jasmine was trying to give, and it made for an awkward conversation and interaction. So, when we got to the runway, RuPaul, first of all, looked flawless. As usual, she looks amazing every single week. But now that I know that she wears the facelift tape, like, I always look for it, and I never see it. It's invisible. Miss Fame, I need you to take some pointers. So, when it came to the Naked Illusion runway, here's how it went. We had special guests. First of all, we had a special guest, Kathy Griffin, which I love Kathy. She's such a funny lady. I feel like she got some work done, like more work. I think she got a facelift. I'm pretty sure she got a facelift. But I was excited to see her on the runway. Judging. Not on the runway, she was judging. So when it came to the runway looks, the first person to come up was Katya, and of course, once again, she's wearing red, and she looked so good. Like, her face, like I said before, red is her best color, and so of course she's gonna wear it as much as possible, even though she is from Russia, and Russia, the red, yeah, but it's a good color on her, and she looked good. So she took off her little tearaway, and she was completely naked. And they blurred out her lady bits, as they should. But one thing I did not understand is a lot of the girls were wearing bodysuits, but they blurred out the nipple, even though it wasn't a real nipple, which confused me, because I'm like, why are you blurring it out when it's not real? Okay, whatever. But the next person to come out was Kasha Davis. It wasn't anything to remember, but it was cute. Like, nothing to clock. It was cute. Then there was Sasha Bell. Sasha, once again, kind of disappointed me. She came down the runway, and she had on this bodysuit. Didn't seem like she tried to paint on there was no nude illusion about the bodysuit. It was just a beige bodysuit. And then she turns around, and you see that she's got this big old black bra on. And I'm like, how can that be a naked nude illusion when you got a big old black bra on? Makes no sense whatsoever. Girl, you should have thought a little bit more about the challenge. Just a little bit. The next person to come up was Fame. She looked good. She had on this little short number. She tore away, and she had a very sexy body. Like, she did good. It was good. Didn't see face tape. I didn't see face tape then, so good job, girl. The next person was Kennedy. I loved Kennedy's because, she walked down that runway and she did a little performance of, she wriggled a little bit, then tore away her little outfit, and then she had on wings, and then she just was going down the runway with her wings and twirling with her wings. I thought that was fierce. Like, I think I liked that one. Well, of course, it was one of the top ones for me. Like, I really enjoyed that. The next person to come up was Tempest du Jour. This was funny because she was like, I can't give you fish, so I'm going to give you crabs. And she had like a crab chain around her waist, which I thought was hilarious. I was just like, that's funny. But the unfortunate thing about her was her wig was way too stringy. It didn't fit her face. Like, she needs big hair. and she was wearing this bone straight blonde wig that was not the right look for her, and the glasses, they didn't, I don't think they went for me. And then to make things worse, her bodysuit was saggy, which is really weird because it was just really saggy and it just didn't give a naked illusion. And I've come to realize, and oh, when it came to the runway for the mini challenge, I saw that her outfits were ill-fitting also. And I think it's because she's lost so much weight that she hasn't gauged exactly how to fit clothes to her body yet. She's probably still in shock, and so like she just doesn't know how to fit clothes to her body yet, and it takes time to figure it out. So unfortunately, the results are what you see, and girl, it didn't look good at all, and I really wished it looked better just for her because I really liked her. The next person to come up was Trixie. I really liked Trixie. She looked really cute. She had on her pink. I love the way she looked when she came down the runway. She looked like she was going to be up to some mischief. It was, I really liked the persona that Trixie has. And I really loved it when when Trixie was out of drag, she was explaining that when she was a kid, she grew up in a poor family, didn't have a lot, so she created this persona, Trixie, who has everything she needs in the world. The only thing that she worries about is what she's going to wear the next day. And I love that she created this imaginary world for herself. And so I personally am such a Trixie fan. I really am. She's great. The next person to come down the runway was Pearl. Pearl looked good. She was really slow going down the runway. Really slow. Okay. All right. Max came down the runway next, and then Max was very interesting. Her tearaway was great. She had like this black and white checkered thing, and she just ripped it off. But she had crutches, which was, I enjoyed the way that she performed with the crutches on. It was like literally like she needed those crutches in order to walk across the runway. However, I didn't, there wasn't a connect with the crutches and the naked resort beachwear. Like, I just felt like the crutches could have been used for a different runway challenge. I feel like, I understand she was trying to impress and be different, but I felt like it was wasted, like, on this. Like, crutches is a really good concept for something. I'm not sure exactly what, but I just felt like it shouldn't have been used for this challenge. But it did make her stand out. It made her look different, that's for sure. But I didn't see the connect, me personally. All right, the next person to come out was Ginger. She was really nicely padded. Like, she had a great girl body, that's for sure. And I love the necklace that she had with her outfit. Jasmine, okay. When it came to Jasmine, she had like this cocoon-like thing where it was like 2 hula hoops, and it was like the cylinder that she stepped into, and she had it like this, so she was completely covered. And I guess I felt like this could have been genius if she had just did it right. Because if she had just like shaked it a little and dropped it and then walked down the runway and tore away her purple little shaky thing that she had and was just serving it, like, she would have been one of the top 3. That's just my opinion. Because I felt like it was a really good concept. But I felt like she didn't execute it properly, and that's the reason why she was in the bottom 3. And because she didn't explain it well enough to Rupaul, which made her a little crazy. Oh, I got an email. Sorry. But moving on. And the next person was Candy. Candy, girl. She wore like a towel and tore it off. When she was walking down the runway with her towel, it was still showing her lady bits. So, like, it was just stupid. And you can see her beard. It was so bad. So bad. And then the next person to go down the runway was Violet. Violet was like the best. She was totally the best. Like, she had a full, beautiful outfit, and then she came out that outfit so sexily. Like, it was no awkward moments. She just slipped out of it and just served on the runway. She looked great, and she was completely naked. Okay, so when it came to the judging, um, the bottom people, who were the bottom? The bottom people were Candy Ho, Tempest du Jour, and Jasmine Masters, and Sasha Bell. They had like a bottom four. And then the top was Kennedy Davenport, Miss Fame, and Violet. Those were the top three. Now, one thing that I appreciate about Michelle is that she called out Candy Ho's beard. And I'm so glad that, unlike season 4, when they waited until like episode 7 to call out Willem's beard, they clocked it immediately on episode 1 for season 7 for Candy Ho. She was like, that beard needs to go, which I really appreciated it because it was really bothering me. But basically, when it comes to the judging, the consensus was great. Like, everyone was loving Fame and Violet and Kennedy, of course, and they could not stand what Tempest, Jasmine, and Candy were wearing. Like, it was unacceptable. But the person that ended up winning the challenge was Violet Chachki, and she should have won. Michelle did not want her to win, but everybody else agreed like she was great. Because, I mean, and I completely agree with them. Like, Violet was flawless this episode. Her looks on the runway were flawless. She performed flawlessly. She was just a flawless queen, and you have to give her props. Even if she has a bad attitude, she got the job done. And so we just have to congratulate her for it. But the bottom two ended up being Candy Ho and Tempest du Jour, and they lip synced to Geronimo, which I don't know what that means, but it was a fun song. And poor Tempest, you can tell that she's still not completely comfortable in her body because it was apparent in the lip sync. But then Candy Ho, I don't like her, but she did turn it out on that lip sync. She was getting it. She was moving, grooving, popping, locking. She did good. Like, she did really good. And the comments that they had on the side from the other queens was so funny. Like, Katya, she was like, crabby lady and the bearded hoe. Was just so good. And then Ginger Midge was talking about Candy and how she was dancing. She's like, Candy was getting it, but Candy looked like she was going to the schoolyard to beat up a girl. She kept on. She was doing, she's doing the crumping, and she didn't look like she was about to beat somebody up. Oh goodness, like that side combo with the two of them, they were great. But after the lip sync, Candy clearly won, and so she got to stay. And unfortunately, Tempest sashayed away, which I'm kind of sad because I would love to have seen Tempest a few more episodes, but she just didn't rise to the occasion this episode. And I feel like for the next few episodes, like, it's always gonna hurt when they get eliminated because I really like all of the queens. Like, I really appreciate where they come from. Even when they don't do the best job, I'm still rooting for them because they're all so interesting. So I'm sad to see Tempest go. And I'm also kind of upset that she let Candy talking about her age get to her, because it really shouldn't. She should be proud of her age, and when little girls do little things like that, she should just brush that off. That was nothing, that was her problem. But what can you do? So when it comes to my top queens, who I think are fabulous, I am going to say that I like Ginger Minj just because of her side comments. She's hilarious. Max and Violet. Those are my top three right now. My top three. Ginger Minj, Max, and Violet. Bottom three, Pearl. Pearl, Candy Ho, and Sasha Belle. Those are my bottom three. Pearl, just because even though she's so handsome, I just don't like her attitude right now, and so what can you do? I just don't like it. But that's it. I have talked for a whole 50 minutes. That is crazy. But I just wanted to talk about the premiere of RuPaul's Drag Race with you guys. And so if you lasted this whole entire video, good on you. You're amazing. But yeah, if you guys hate this format and you want me to condense it down, just leave it in the comment section down below, and I will try my best to do that. But if not, I mean, I keep on doing this because I really enjoyed it. This seemed like 2 seconds for me. But I'm looking forward to the next episode. They're doing airline like videos, kind of inspired by the Todrick Hall Virgin Airline video, which is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that, and we'll just see what happens. So, with that being said, I hope you guys are doing everything you need to do in order to have a happy, successful, and healthy life, and I will talk to you later. Bye!